What's going on YouTube? Scorpion TV here, back for another New World video. And so this video we're just going to touch on the subject of what needs to happen for this game to have a chance in life. um, so the first thing being is random starting locations. That is the one thing that I wish, honestly, I could choose when I first started, especially since I've been playing with another friend. Um, when we spawned into the world, we got separated, and I thought that was just like the weirdest thing ever. Like, I really wish that we could have, you know, been in the same zone right off the bat and just got right into it. But, you know, I mean, he started in another area, I started in another area, and I was all over the place, right? And then it got to the point where, like, even later in the game, it was harder for us to get like grouped up because he had side quests over in that area, I had side quests over in this area, and it just made it feel like we weren't going to be able to play together until late game. We ended up just creating our characters over and over again until we got into the same place. But for the sake of not having to do that, it would be amazing just being able to choose your starting zone. Uh, so there's that one. Random starting locations definitely need to go. Let the players choose where they can start out so they can play with their friends right off the bat. And, it'll bring much more life to that game. Let's move on to the next thing. The next thing is streamers PvP scaling needs to be fixed. Now, with this is kind of a touchy subject. Um, so in like, I agree in the sense like in like 50v50 wars or any of your wars, if a level 20 wants to go into a war, let them go into a war, but scale them up or down, or scale level 60s up or down. That would be probably really good. That way, it doesn't feel like I mean, level 20s and below can't do any, or level 40s and below can't do any 50v50 wars. Um, but in the open world, I mean, I don't think it really needs to be fixed. It does kind of suck in the open world sometimes. Like, I get mad every now and again if I'm trying to farm a tree or cut down a tree and a level 30 comes up to me and starts attacking me. It kind of sucks, but that's open world PvP for you. But in 50v50 wars and such, and maybe I don't know how Outpost Rush works, but in those genres, they definitely could have some scaling. That would be really good. Um, Otherwise, a lot of people are going to get mad about it because some people can't put the time in to get 60 the first week of launch, and I mean, it also kind of sucks because like higher streamers, they get help boosting them up to 60. So, but it is what it is. But definitely in the 50v50 wars and the Outpost Rush, that should definitely be something that happens, is PvP scaling. I mean, if there's a group of 40s, I don't know, make everybody go in at level 40. Seems like a reasonable level to go in, try and take over a settlement or whatever. Um, this one's really touchy. Like, some people some people agree with the scaling, some others don't. I've asked a lot of people like in game what would they think about it, and some people agree, some people don't. Now, this one here, NPCs around the world. It more NPCs with actual like storylines. There's a couple things of there's a couple mission like quests like side quests I've done that just seem so pointless. Like, why did I have to go out and catch all this crab? Why did I have to go out and catch a clam? That took me forever to catch. What the heck? This clam, the clam, it's like a fishing quest, but a clam and a, what was it? A snail. First of all, why do I have to waste my time fishing for 3 hours, it felt like, trying to catch a snail? It literally felt like I was fishing forever trying to catch one snail. And on top of it, I'm pretty sure I caught more oars than I caught snails, or any fish for that matter, which was kind of weird. Have you ever fished in real life and pulled an oar out of the water? I don't think so. It is a video game, I get that. Anyways, they do need to work on their side quests a little bit more. Some of them are just really pointless. And, I don't know. Yeah. I'm not too big on the whole NPC stuff. They're just, so a lot of their side quests do feel really pointless. It makes me feel like I'm not even playing the game half the time. Now, another thing is main story quests. They do kind of seem like everybody's in the same area, and once everybody's in the same area, like there's just nothing but a big old PvP brawl. That was a big thing, but that's probably like more of a point of the game. I mean, worst case scenario, turn off PvP. The next thing is, it does seem like you're going back to the same spot over and over and over again, when really you could just go there, kill the thing you need to do, and be like, have the quest change, you know, while it's in your journal. Oh, now you killed this guy. Now go upstairs and grab the book. Now go upstairs and grab the chest. Now come back and talk to the dude. Don't make it to where players have to go turn in a quest, walk all the way back, and walk all the way back to the same spot they were just at, and walk all the way back to the settlement just to turn in the quest, just to get sent back out again. And then after you finish that part, you go back to the same spot. That is good. I mean, my first method sounds a lot better than my second method. If this ever happens, it would be amazing. Will it ever happen? I don't foresee it happening. I don't think they would put in the time to rework the main story quests, but it is a-okay. Alright, moving on. Monster diversity. Now, I didn't even think about this one until I saw this post. And it is actually kind of true. And really, it's more me just answering this as you move around through all the zones, the monsters do change. And the monsters really do change. The higher in the zone you are, the different difficulty they are. But there's a lot of skeletons in the game. And I think even in Brightwood, it's just all a bunch of skeletons too, which is so weird. So weird. I'd rather see, I don't know, I'd just rather see some more monster diversity. Because right now, at the moment, like, when you first start out, you're just killing a bunch of animals. Which, I mean, it's cool because then you can sit there and skin them, work on your skinning and leatherworking. I mean, you got bears, you got animals, you got rabbits, turkeys, you got wolves, you got pumas, you got, I don't know, the elk, you got all sorts of things. And yeah, that's cool. But what is the skeletons? I mean, there's like some big like ogre dudes, some people that shoot guns at you. I haven't been to really any of the other zones, so I can't really answer this one too much. But some like different monsters in the starting zones aside from animals that would be cool. Animals and skeletons, that would be that definitely be cool. I mean, unless you guys are doing corruptions, which is just more skeletons really. You got, and then the people from Destiny, the guys that look like Destiny 2 things with the big old swords. Yeah, those are in there too. Other than that, I mean, it's cool. They could use a little bit more diversity when it comes to this type of stuff. Now this is one that I was shocked that I couldn't do from the get-go. And that's being able to walk and look in my inventory all at the same time. Now, I don't know if they intended for it to be the way it is right now, where your character stops moving while you're looking through your inventory. But when I first did it, and I realized that I couldn't, that I couldn't look through my inventory while I was moving, I was shocked. I was like, wait, why can't you do this? This needs to be added into the game, in my opinion. It would be so helpful because while you're out running around, you need to look through your inventory to see what you got for crafting and what you should maybe, in your head, what you should try and gather while you're out and about before you go back to a settlement. This right here would be good, would be helpful, 100%. This needs to happen. That way, like I said, people can see what materials they need real quick, and etc. etc. Moving on. We already been through that one. While traveling on road, you should get a 10% speed buff. This would be pretty cool. I don't know if this is actually going to happen, but you would have to be on a road, not just out and about. So I guess that would be pretty nifty. I don't know how they would implement this into the game. Oops. I don't know how they would implement that into the game. But it would be really helpful. Would be extremely helpful. If you were on the road and you just gained like a speed buff, but you had to be on the road. Like you can't be, standing on grass. You have to be on a road. So that would be kind of cool. It would definitely help the traveling be a little bit better. But they would have to make it from the time that you step off that road, you lose that speed buff. Next thing one of the last things I wanted to talk about was a recipe book. That would be really helpful, or even like a drop-down menu when you're hovering over items, and it just shows you what it can be crafted into. That would be cool too, because I hate it. Even like I do it, I don't have the best memory sometimes, but I'll be in town trying to craft some armor, trying to craft a new weapon. And then all of a sudden I have a whole list of things that I need to be able to craft that. So I go out, I'm looking for these ores, get sidetracked, here's some PvP. Maybe this guy's trying to kill me, so I'll PvP with him for a little bit. Oh, killed that guy. Now I'm going over here to do the side quest real quick. It's right here. Why not do it? Get the side quest done. Now, I'm like, okay, let's go gather these materials I need. Wait a minute. What the heck do I need again? Now, I have to walk all the way back to the settlement to figure out what items I needed and then go out and grab them. Sometimes it happens to me multiple times, so I just get to the point where I just grab as much of whatever that I see, and yeah, and then I move on from there. um, so that's really that for that. The recipe book, like a whole recipe book, would be pretty cool, but just like a drop down menu would even be so much more helpful. It would be really really helpful. Now this one I didn't really read too much over this one. So it says generally afraid of bots for the release. Um, and in a sense, I am too. I mean, because especially coming from WoW, where bots were everywhere. Yeah, bots were everywhere. Your people are gonna see it, unless they're gonna be able to get away from it. Yeah, we're gonna see some bots. I can honestly tell you. I mean, maybe they won't be as bad, but I've got a feeling we're gonna see some bots, especially for the gathering and crafting. Um, and it might break the economy. It's kind of suck. And as far as I know, I don't think they have had any, like, released any preventions or how they're gonna fight against it. It's just one of those things we gotta wait and see. Maybe people won't do it, but people are gonna do it. Um, I mean, Amazon Milky TT Milky T33TS, he is right. They are definitely gonna hand out bans. Um, so we'll see. They're probably gonna be kind of like on the low end. They're not gonna be getting too out of control. Hopefully it stays like that. It just kind of requires on how they're gonna fight against it, because it's gonna happen regardless. It's definitely gonna happen. I don't know how. I'm just trying to think of ways like what they could do. They do have a report, like a report function. So guys, like if you see a bot out there during launch, and you know he's botting, it's pretty easy to tell if they're botting. Report him immediately. Don't let him bot. Just report him. Um, and hopefully they'll listen and like look at their report stuff, and hopefully us reporting people, the people that actually play, like, you know 100% of the time for real, not botting, stuff like that. Hopefully they'll take that and use it wisely. um so yeah, I've been loving the game. There is quite a few things that needs to be fixed, that should be added, and as in, I mean, one of the things, stairs, that is really annoying to me. The stairs. There was a typo in one of the hatchet abilities. I don't remember what it's called, but it's the one that when you use Berserk, um, you gain 5% health while Berserk is active. Um, it said increases the by how long, or the increases the by for how long Berserk is active. It's supposed to just be like increases by how long Berserk is active. So I mean, there's small things that they need to fix. At the moment, it does kind of feel rushed. Hopefully they'll get it fixed. Anyways, guys, with that being said, that's gonna be that for this video. And again, we'll see you next time. Don't forget to follow my social media pages. I've got Twitter. I just made a TikTok, so you guys go follow that TikTok. It's at Scorpion TV. I'll put all the links down in the below in the description. That way you guys don't have to mess around with it too much. And yeah, guys, until next time, we'll see you then.
Peace.